Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Liz. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Friday favorites and follow-ups. I do this every week. This is the third time I've been doing this and I'm really enjoying this because I'm getting a chance to talk to you guys about some favorite products that I really love, but also to follow up on some products that I may have hauled or talked about once or twice on my channel, but I really wanted to give you more of a full review. So that is what I am doing today. Before we get into it, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also do post bonus videos occasionally, so make sure you have the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any of those. I would also love to have you come follow me on social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of those. I have a lot of fun on too. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I want to start off by talking about the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundations. I have two shades. I have Honey Beige and Buff Beige. Buff Beige was a little too light for me. Honey Beige is a little too dark for me, but I'm combining the two to make it work. I want to start by talking about the finish of this foundation. I actually really like the finish. It is light coverage, which I think is standard for cushion foundations. My understanding is that most cushion foundations are light coverage by nature, so it makes sense that this one would be as well. The finish is very dewy. It doesn't dry down to matte at all. If you want it to be matte, which I prefer, I don't mind a dewy finish, but I don't like it to transfer onto my clothes or my baby, which I'm holding all the time, you know, things like that. So I do set this with a powder. I like the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Powder to set this with because it's very light and it still kind of keeps that glowy look while making this a little bit less easily transferred onto clothing and such. This definitely doesn't cover up much on the skin. It's not going to cover up blemishes. It doesn't really cover up my freckles or anything like that, but it does create a nice looking finish on the skin, and if you have great skin, then this will be a good one for you because it is fairly light coverage. It also does have SPF 15 in it, which I think is always a good thing. I haven't noticed any flashback with it, although I'm not going to be using this foundation for filming because it is so light coverage. I prefer more coverage when I'm filming. On to the things that I don't like about this foundation. I don't like the way it applies. I don't like the sponge. I mean, I don't mind applying it with the sponge, and the first couple times I applied it, it worked really well, but after a few times, I don't know if it's because the product settled into the bottom of the container or what happened, but it's really hard to get the product out on the sponge and then to get it on my face. I find myself like pushing in, sticking my fingertips into it because I'm pushing so hard. I feel like the sponge doesn't really fit, like the sponge is too big for the opening. And again, I don't have a lot of experience with cushion foundations, so I don't know for sure if this is how they all are or if this is just this one. So I can't tell you if it's this one or if I just don't like cushion foundations. That could be it too. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. If you've tried a lot of other ones, do they all have that problem with the sponge being too big for the opening, or is that just this one? I'm not sure. So basically what I'm saying is that this is a pain to get on the face. Once it's on the face, it looks beautiful, the finish is nice, but it's just a little bit too much work for me. I'm probably not going to be using these that much. I might get more use out of them, but I just don't see myself reaching for these that much because it is such a hassle. Next, I want to talk about the Fenty Beauty set that I purchased recently at Sephora. It came with a mini kilowatt highlighter in the shade Hustla Baby and the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb, which only comes in one shade. I'm wearing the highlighter today. I love this highlighter. I feel like it is so beautiful. It goes with so many different looks. There's something about the shade that is just amazing. It's like the new champagne pop, in my opinion. It has a little bit of gold, a little bit of peach, a little bit of beige even. Just so many different colors in there, and yet it doesn't look like too much on the cheeks. I think it just gives a really natural glow. It has a really nice natural finish. I really love this highlighter. The formula is amazing, and this color Hustla Baby is amazing. So this gloss bomb is amazing. I'm not a huge lip gloss person, and I rarely will spend a lot of money on a lip gloss. It's just not something that I do. I don't know, I don't find lip glosses that exciting to buy, as exciting as like a fun color in a lipstick or a blush or an eyeshadow, you know what I mean? But I feel like this is going to be a really good staple one. I find myself reaching for this a lot when I just don't know what else I want to put on my lips, if I'm just going out quickly or if I need something to top my lips off. This has a nice slight flush to it. On my skin tone, it doesn't show up very much. It looks almost like I have either a clear gloss or even like a slightly lighter than my lip color gloss on. That's just on me. I know a lot of people it is a little bit darker than their lip color. My lips are pretty pigmented, so when I wear this without anything underneath, it makes them look a little bit lighter, so it can tend to make me look a little bit washed out. But it's easily fixable with just some lip liner or just depending on the makeup I'm wearing, that kind of thing. This has a really nice scent. I would describe it as kind of tropical, fruity, I guess. I don't know. I'm not the best with scents. One thing I describe as citrus, someone else says it smells like flowers, so I don't know. I love the scent. It makes me very happy whenever I put it on and smell it. So the applicator on this product is very large, which makes it really nice for applying it on my lips. You can get a really nice even coat, but I feel like that might contribute to the one downside I have with this product, and that is that it feels kind of heavy on the lips. I was trying to think of the word to describe it because it's not necessarily sticky and it doesn't look gloopy, it doesn't settle into lines, but it feels heavy on the lips. It feels like you have a lot of gloss on the lips. And I don't know if that's just because the applicator is so large that I tend to apply more than I need, or if it's because the formula is a little bit thicker and it just doesn't thin out. It's just a little thicker of a formula. That's probably what it is. It's a lot thicker than like my Buxom lip glosses, which are some that I really enjoy. Even my Anastasia lip glosses, which are more pigmented, aren't quite as thick feeling as this. So I do like it, and I really like this color. I don't think I would buy a ton more of these, but I like having one in my collection. Next, I want to talk about the Kat Von D Metal Crush Highlighter Palette. This is a very special product. It's not something that is going to be for everyone at all. It has a lot of glitter in it. Each of these highlighters have a ton of glitter in them, and they're very pigmented and they're colorful. So if you're into colorful highlights, you might love this palette, but you also have to not mind glitter in your highlights. And I like this palette, I like these products, but I find myself not reaching for it. Like today, I wanted to wear this today because I knew I was filming this video and I'm gonna talk about this one, and I've been wearing my Fenty one a lot, and I was like, no, I need to wear one of the ones from this palette. But I couldn't bring myself to put one on because I had already done my eyes. I really liked my eye look today, and I felt like if I put one of these on, it was going to overpower my eye look. That's how I would describe these highlighters, is that they're kind of almost overpowering. They will take over a look. If you're doing a monochromatic look that's like all pink and you just want a pink highlight, this is a fantastic palette, or like the peach, any of these shades. Like I said, they're really beautiful. They're almost like too beautiful in that they take over your look. If you spend a lot of time doing your eyes like I do, and then you put this highlighter on, it's gonna overpower the eyes. It's gonna overpower everything. So I like this palette and I'm going to use it, but I just have to make sure that I'm using it when I want my highlight to be the focus of the look. I don't necessarily, maybe if I'm going for more of a simple eye look, simple lips, and I want the highlight to really pop. These also would be really beautiful on the eyes as, you know, inner corner highlights or just all over the lid. If you want to kind of, again, do like a monochromatic look with like a highlight and your eyeshadow, that'd be really pretty. This is a really pretty product, really nice formula. It's just, like I said, a little bit overpowering for every day. Alright, the last things I want to talk about are the Saint and Sinner gift set by Kat Von D. The little duos, they came with this size of their perfume and then also a mini liquid lipstick. And when I hauled these, I told you guys that I really like the Saint scent, but I didn't really love the Sinner scent. And I still kind of feel that way. Someone suggested in the comments that I mix them together and that I might like them more, and I did, and I do like them more, and I'm really glad someone suggested that. And I've actually been mixing the Sinner one with other perfumes that I have that are similar to the Saint one that I like. I've been mixing this one with other ones so that I can, you know, use it up and still get to use this one on its own too. And I've never mixed perfumes before, so thank you. I believe it was Alex from Beauty Addict Next Door who recommended that I mix perfumes together. And you rock, girl, because I'm really loving it. I'm really loving the combination. I'm really glad that I got these. I'm not a huge perfume person, but now that I've discovered the wonderful world of mixing perfumes, I can see myself getting a lot more use out of them. It's very fun. And I think this is the perfect size too. They are in a spray, not a roller ball, which I don't mind. I think that's fine. I think it's going to take me a while to get through these perfumes, you know? So I don't know if I would recommend purchasing a big size. I mean, for me, it wouldn't make sense because I just don't use perfume that often. But I'm really enjoying these. As for the liquid lipsticks, I've talked about Kat Von D liquid lipsticks lots before on my channel. I really like them. They are a thinner formula when it comes to liquid lipsticks. They do dry completely matte. They do dry completely transfer proof. They can be a little bit drying, but I feel like because they're a thinner formula, they're not as drying as, say, the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks or something like that. but any matte transfer proof liquid lipstick is going to be a little bit drying on your lips by nature. The Sinner shade is a really deep, rich purple, which is a beautiful kind of a vampy shade. I haven't worn that one a ton, but I am feeling inspired right now to create a look with that one. So the Saint shade is just a really pretty pink color that I usually layer over a darker lip liner, kind of like I have on today. I'm not wearing that one today, but I like to layer lighter nude shades or lighter shades in general over a darker lip liner and create this kind of gradient that I have going on. That's just how I like to wear my lipstick. And okay guys, that is everything I have to talk about this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear what products you've been enjoying this week. And I would also like to invite you to head over to my blog where I post every Friday a sort of blog version of Friday favorites. I talk about non-beauty favorites. So fashion, lifestyle. I always list a few blog posts that I've enjoyed and a few YouTubers and YouTube videos that I've enjoyed, any movies that I've seen lately, which I just watched What Happened to Monday last night. Oh my gosh. Head over to my blog to hear my thoughts on that. I try to review movies or shows or something every week on my blog, just, I don't know, just for fun, but that movie, oh my gosh. Alright guys, that's everything for now. I will see you next week with a makeup haul, and I believe I'm going to be doing a empties video on Wednesday, but I'm not entirely sure, but Monday will be a makeup haul. So I will see you guys next week. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye.